Have you ever said the words, "I'll do it tomorrow," even though you knew you probably wouldn't? Have you ever postponed a dream, a responsibility, or a promise, not because you couldn't do it, but because later felt easier than now? Maybe you've convinced yourself you'll fix your life next week, or start that goal next month, or change your habits, improve your health, or rebuild what's broken tomorrow. But what if tomorrow never comes? What if delay is costing you the life you're supposed to live? We all have something we've been putting off, something important, something meaningful. And sometimes the thing we keep delaying becomes the thing we eventually lose. Today's story shows why waiting for tomorrow is the silent trap that slowly ruins everything, and how one man learned the truth in the hardest way. This story isn't just about procrastination. It's about responsibility, discipline, time. It's about the quiet damage done by delaying what matters, and the power of doing things today instead of someday. Welcome back to the Shiny Tales. If stories like this move you, a quick click on the like and subscribe button tells us to make more of them. Once upon a time, in a quiet American town surrounded by wide open fields, there lived a man named Daniel Carter. Daniel wasn't irresponsible. He wasn't unkind. He simply believed he had time. He was the kind of man who always said, "I'll do it tomorrow." His best friend Mark would call, "Hey Dan, wanna hit the gym? You said you wanted to get healthier." Daniel would reply, "Yeah man, for sure, I'll start tomorrow." His brother would remind him about fixing the old family shed. "Dad built that thing with his bare hands, you know." Daniel would nod, "I'll repair it tomorrow." He kept delaying doctor visits, important paperwork, overdue repairs, personal goals, everything. Not because he didn't care, but because comfort controlled him more than he realized. Behind Daniel's house was a small piece of land his father had cared for with love, a vegetable garden that once brought the family pride. When Daniel inherited the property, he promised he'd keep the garden alive. But every season, the same cycle repeated. Spring, "I'll start planting tomorrow." Summer, "Weeds everywhere, I'll clean it up tomorrow." Fall, "I'll prep the soil tomorrow." Winter arrived. Life went quiet. Nothing had changed. Neighbors would shake their heads as they walked past. What a shame. His father kept that garden alive for decades. He always says he'll fix it, but he never does. Deep down, Daniel heard the truth in their words. But still, he convinced himself he'd get to it, eventually. One morning, while lifting a heavy box in his garage, a sharp pain shot through Daniel's chest. He dropped the box. Everything spun around him. His friend Mark rushed over after receiving a panicked text. "Dan, this isn't normal. You need a doctor." Daniel waved him off, breathing slowly. "It's fine. I'll get checked tomorrow." But tomorrow came, and Daniel felt slightly better, so he didn't go. Life whispered a warning. Daniel ignored it. One Saturday afternoon, Daniel's young son, Luke, ran outside holding a baseball glove. "Dad, let's play. You promised we would today." Daniel looked at him, then at the couch, then back at him. "Buddy, I'm exhausted. How about we play tomorrow?" Luke hesitated, nodded quietly, walked away. But the disappointment in the boy's eyes stayed with Daniel longer than he admitted. Later that evening, Mark stopped by again. "Dan, I've known you for years. You keep delaying everything. Your health, your responsibilities, your time with Luke. You're losing pieces of your life one tomorrow at a time." Daniel forced a laugh. "You're overthinking. I've got everything under control. I'll sort it all out soon." But Mark wasn't smiling. And somewhere inside, Daniel felt a small crack forming. The next morning, Daniel decided, finally, to walk out to his father's old garden. Maybe he'd at least look at it. But as he stepped between the tall weeds, something hit him, hard. His chest tightened, his legs weakened, the world blurred. Daniel collapsed into the dried soil. Hours later, sirens approached. Neighbors gathered. Mark arrived just as paramedics lifted Daniel into the ambulance. "Stay with us, Dan," Mark said, gripping his hand. "You didn't say tomorrow this time, right? You're fighting today. Stay here. Stay with your son." Daniel tried to respond, but his voice vanished into the oxygen mask. Tomorrow had officially run out. When Daniel woke up in a hospital bed, a doctor stood beside him with a serious expression. "Mr. Carter, you had a mild heart attack. If you had come earlier, when the first signs appeared, we could have prevented this." Daniel swallowed hard. I thought I had time." The doctor shook his head. "Time doesn't work the way we think it does." Then Mark walked in, holding Luke by the shoulders. Luke's eyes were red. "Dad, I thought you weren't coming back," the boy whispered. Those words broke something deep inside Daniel. He reached out and pulled his son close. "Luke, I'm sorry. For all the times I said tomorrow. For all the times I didn't show up. I'm so sorry." Mark placed a hand on his friend's shoulder. "Dan, this is your second chance. Don't waste it." Daniel nodded with tears in his eyes. When Daniel returned home, he walked slowly toward the garden. It was worse than he remembered. Dry soil, fallen fence posts, plants long dead, life completely gone. His father's legacy almost erased. Daniel didn't say tomorrow. He whispered, "It starts today." And it did. Daniel knew he couldn't fix everything at once, so he focused on what he could do. Drink water today. Take his medication today. Walk for a few minutes today. Pull out 2 weeds today. Repair 1 fence board today. Play catch with Luke, not tomorrow, but today. Day after day, he took tiny steps. Some days he felt strong, some days he didn't, but he kept going. Neighbors watched, surprised. "Look at Daniel, he's working hard now. He must have had a wake-up call. His father would be proud." Each comment pushed him a little further. One afternoon, while digging to plant new seeds, Daniel's shovel hit something hard, a small metal box. Inside was a letter, old but preserved. It was from his father. Daniel unfolded the paper with trembling hands. "Son, this garden will teach you life's greatest truth. What you delay will decay. What you care for today will grow tomorrow. Never wait for later." Daniel sank to his knees. Tears hit the soil. His father had known all along. Life had tried to warn him. And now the message finally sank in. He pressed the letter to his chest and whispered, "No more tomorrow." And over the next months, the garden bloomed again, green, healthy, full of life, just like Daniel. Daniel's story is the story of so many of us. We delay things we know are important. We delay dreams. We delay health. We delay growth. We delay conversations. We delay becoming the person we want to be. Not because we don't care, but because we assume we have time. But life is fragile. Time is unpredictable. Procrastination is silent destruction. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. Later is a lie. And "I'll do it someday" is how people lose years of their lives. Daniel didn't change because he was strong. He changed because he realized the truth. What you don't take care of today will fall apart tomorrow. Maybe you're going through something similar. Maybe you've been saying, "I'll fix it tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. I'll change tomorrow. I'll heal tomorrow. I'll chase my dream tomorrow." But what if you just started today? One small step, one small action, one small improvement. Because small steps today become big blessings tomorrow. Don't wait for a crisis. Don't wait for a wake-up call. Don't wait until life forces you to change. Choose today. Choose action. Choose responsibility. Choose growth. Your future self is begging you to start now. Remember this: tomorrow is a promise. Today is a choice. If this story touched you, leave a like. Tell us in the comments what lesson you learned. See you in the next one.